Marine Corporal Aaron Mankin.
Hello, Aaron. How's it going?
It's going well. Thank you.
Good to see you, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, from all of us, we appreciate your service, obviously. And man, like, I want to talk about why you joined, when you joined, and what happened to you specifically. And, you know, I always want to be sensitive when talking about what happened to you. So if I ask anything that's a little too much, let me know, okay?
I appreciate that.
Okay,
Bobby.
cool.
But I'll tell you, I'm an open book. I'll talk about anything. I think it's important for people to not only hear my story, but the opportunity I've had to educate people about my experience and what it's like to come home.
So you enlisted what year and where'd you live?
So I enlisted out of my hometown here in Rogers, Arkansas, back in 2003 at the onset of the war. And back then it wasn't a war. It was, Operation Iraqi Freedom. We were going to liberate the nation. So that resonated with me. That spoke with me a lot. The idea of, the Bush doctrine exporting democracy and going out and helping the world in that way really, really resonated with me. And I thought, if I'm going to join the military, if this is what my generation's going to do, if this is my generation's war, what can I do that I do well so that I can be an asset to my unit? And I didn't want to just be another pair of boots in the sand. So I took my skills as a photographer and a storyteller and decided to become a combat correspondent. So I started my training and deployed to Iraq in 2005, spent my time in Fallujah and was there to tell the Marine Corps story.
What does that mean, tell the Marine Corps story, as someone that's in the Marine Corps? Are you telling it to people like us, or are you telling it within?
Both, actually. So, I had a camera in one hand, a rifle in the other, and every Marine a rifleman. So, and especially having, combat at the front of my billet, my job is to be expected. And so I would write press releases for the General, for the base newspaper, but then those were also released online and back here in the States. And I did videography. I did several reports that would come through the satellites out of Fallujah and then back to the States and wind up on the evening news. So, the Marine Corps story is very much in large part the American story. And so, just telling those personal connections between the troops and the home front.
Did you find the fulfillment that you were searching for whenever you went in to the service, into the Marines? You had been there, you did your training, you were serving. Did you feel like this is what I was meant for while you were doing it?
I did. I really did. I really thought that not only was I in a place that spoke to me, that fed me as an individual, where I could lean on my skill set and be valued within my unit and toward the mission. I did. I enjoyed it. Best job in the Marine Corps, hands down. Best job. I mean, I loved it. I mean, everything that the Marine Corps had its hands in, I had the opportunity to go and tell that story. So if we were doing training and awesome high speed, helicopter operations, or mount training, or a celebrity would come on base to entertain the troops, if that's where the story was, then that's where I would be in order to tell it.
So you just celebrated your Alive Day.
Yeah. Wow. 5/11, May 11th, was the day I was wounded. It's been 18 years now. And that blows my mind to think that, my scars are old enough to go off to war. And when I survived that blast, I walked away. Luckily, I don't know how I escaped it, Bobby, to tell you the God honest truth. I mean, it took the lives of 6 Marines. And I walked away with no broken bones, no shrapnel, really just a flesh wound. I had to give my face and my flesh and a few fingers, but I had my life and got to walk away from it. And honestly, every day's been a blessing since.
Was it an IED that exploded? A lot of times when we talk to people that have been injured in war, it's either an ID they didn't know they drove up on, or is that what happened with you?
Yes. Yeah. We were moving from one objective to the other, and our track just happened to hit a stack mine that threw a 26-ton vehicle filled with Marines, chow, ammunition, threw us good 10 feet in the air. Boom, boom, came crashing back down. And we thought it was an ambush. We thought we were taking fire, but it turns out that the heat was so intense inside the vehicle, all of our ordnance started to cook off. So all of our grenades, our flares, our 50 cal ammo, everything started to cook off inside. It was chaos.
When you say cook off, does that mean like shoot off like firework, like if a fireworks stand were to catch fire? But that's like it's like real stuff.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
man. So what happens then? As in, what do you remember next? Are you do you wake up in a hospital?
So at that point, I'm on fire inside the vehicle. I open my eyes. I can see flashes of orange in the pitch black smoke. My first reaction was to just gasp, just shocked. And I inhaled all this fire and debris. Later, surgeons would dig out cardboard and glass out of my lungs. And panic set in, and I thought, I got to get out. And by that time, one of our sergeants had muscled open the back hatch, and the smoke started to flood out. Daylight kind of trickled in, and I found my and I just dove, and I just jumped out of the track. I landed in the road. I stopped and looked at myself, and I was still on fire, and so I started to roll and roll and roll, and I couldn't put myself out. I just exhausted myself trying to extinguish myself, and I thought, this is it. And this peace came over me, and I thought, this is how my story ends. And they say your whole life flashes before your eyes. Ironically, for me, Bobby, being a photographer, I just saw all these like pictures. I just saw these little still frames of all the people in my life that meant the world to me. And as I was trying to hold on to them, I woke up to the sound of my fellow Marines yelling, "Put him out! Put him out!" They run over, they dive on top of me, and they're kicking dirt on top of me, trying to put the flames out. And they do. And then it's like they just evaporate. It's like they just disappear, and they all go to help other Marines. And I wasn't wounded from the waist down, so I stood up. And of course, in shock. And I thought, I need to get to my camera. I need to get to my mission. And so I started to walk back toward the track. And it was about then that our Navy corpsman grabbed me by the collar and said, "Hey, you're hurt. You need to come with me." And that's really where the story of my recovery began. And I tell that story, to different groups around the country, and I'll point that part out specifically, and how often we'll walk around in life and not know how truly wounded we are. It takes someone else to come up to us and extend their hand and their help and their aid. So he gets me to the casualty collection point, and then they got to get me on the chopper, right? And it's like every war movie you've ever seen. Let's go get them on the chopper. Let's go, they load me up on the litter, and they start running through a field to load me up onto the helicopter to our air support. And sure enough, Murphy's Law, things go wrong. And somebody fell over, and I came tumbling out. And now I'm back on the ground. And we were so close to the bird, I thought, I'll just walk. So I started walking toward the bird, and all the Marines start yelling at me, hey, lay down, you're in shock. We got you. Come on, you're in shock. I'm like, I'm shocked that you dropped me, right? Right? Get this Marine some morphine. So they got me on the bird and got me out of there. They knocked me out. And then I woke up about 2 days later in San Antonio.
So you're in San Antonio, and that's where they start to really work physically through your recovery. Second and third degree burns to your arms and your face, amputated fingers, PTSD, lung damage. I'm assuming the lung damage is from when you were breathing in and the fire. That's all you took in there?
Yes.
So physically, it has been extremely tough. 70 surgeries. That is so, yeah. When you can't even remember every surgery, there's no way I'd remember 70 surgeries. When you can't even remember every surgery, that's how you know you've had a lot of surgeries, right? Right, Aaron?
Yeah, for sure.
And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to work together with Building Homes for Heroes, and our goal is to repay you, and it'll never actually be repayment for what you gave to this country. And our goal is to just simply build you a house. Build you a house that is easier for you to live in, easier for what you're going through, easier for your family. And so what we're going to do, because you told us your story and because you served, is we're going to get with our listeners, and we're going to say, this is Aaron's story. If you guys would like to help, can you help? And over the past 6 years, we've been able to do just that. And so we've chosen you this year, United States Marine Corps, Corporal Aaron Mankin, and we really want to hopefully impact your life in a positive way because of how you have impacted ours, if that's okay with you.
Oh, my God. Bobby, I thought we were just talking here, man. Oh, wow. That's so huge. I can't. Wow. Thank you.
Let us take it from here. Again, you've done so much. You've been through so much. It is the least that we can do. And we will be in touch very soon, my friend.
Wow.
So thank you again. And by the way, behind you, I mean, I see Captain America. That's who you are to us, man. That's it. I mean, that's who you are to us. You got a little figurine back there, but
Corporal America.
You're a Corporal freaking America. That's right. Okay, so we will talk again soon. And again, I'll thank you again a million times. But for now, I'll just say we'll talk to you later, okay?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much. Wow.
All right, Aaron, you have a great day. And until we meet again.
Thank you, Bobby. We'll see you soon.
All right, there he is. United States Marine Corps Corporal Aaron Mankin. And what we do right now, if you want to go over to the website, it's up. It's ready for you. BobbyBones.com. It's right there. And that's where you can do the deal. That's where you can get the limited edition Patriotic Pimp and Joy shirt. We have so much up there. We don't keep any of the money. $0, 0 cents goes to us. We don't keep it all. We don't keep any of it. And let's do it. Let's build him a house that he can move freely in, a house where he doesn't have to worry about restrictions of anything because of all the surgeries that he's been through. 70 surgeries. I don't have 70 friends.
Yeah,
I mean, and he's been through 70 surgeries.
Wow.
And his kids, too, just creating a space for them to all live together with ease.
BobbyBones.com. Up now, the limited edition Patriotic Pimp and Joy line. It is on sale. You will have it by July 4th, by the way.
Yes,
always. We will. Lunchbox will walk it to your house if it is not.
Oh, I will.
Say yes.
USA.
Yes, USA.
Yes, USA. That's right. Go now, BobbyBones.com. Again, we don't keep any of the money, so let's go. Let's build him. Let's build him a house. United States Marine Corps Corporal Aaron Mankin. We appreciate his time. We'll talk to him again soon. And now it's up to you guys because you can go. We have a limited run today. Friday is going to be the big release, but I'm told you better go quick because we only have like 250 or so we're doing today. I guess I should have said that instead of just said everybody. We only have a few today, but the big release is Friday, okay? All right, there you go. Thank you, guys. Bobby Bones Show.